All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. The day after the epic battle. I must say though, as time has lapsed, I'm slowly cooling myself down. Obviously, still deflated about that result, but I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the team, of how we played that game. We had too much energy for them. Tactically, we were too good for them. We moved the ball good, created a lot of chance. Our only downfall was that we didn't put them away. We should have put them away. We should have scored minimum 2 more goals. It should have been at least 3-2, if not 4-2. But look, what can you do? What can you do when you have a particular referee and also, Mike Dean in VAR? When you have all of these people against you, very difficult to win. But I don't want to talk too much about it. You guys would have seen my review of that particular match. Check that out if you've missed out on the review. All I'm going to say about that match is it showed me that, when we want to play well, and if we can consistently put out that kind of performance, we are going to cause damage in this league. We took apart a team that is meant to be stable. We took apart a team that has done good transfer business. They had nothing on us. They literally had nothing. So if we can continue playing like this week in, week out, match in, match out, I think more transfers, incomings and outgoings as well will help the cause. Every single player that Thomas Tuchel has brought in so far, Sterling, Koulibaly, what a player Koulibaly is, man. I mean, there's a reason why most of us on this channel and fans worldwide for Chelsea Football Club, we all wanted Koulibaly as well. Cucurella is another top signing. So more signings that come in, we're gonna be looking better. And I hope we continue playing like this. And soon we're gonna see the right results come our way. Consistency is very important. Almost every player played really well. I know we made some mistakes. Jorginho had some mistakes, but Jorginho, for me, had a very, very good game, man. Besides that first 10 minutes and then that obviously the goal that we conceded, he had a very good game. Kai Havertz as well. There were moments where he was good. Obviously, he missed that sitter. But I don't want to dwell too much on all of that. Shubra, love that intro, Miz, on the review bit. I agree. Mr. Taylor is a proper... You're right, man. I had to explode. Ladies and gentlemen, nearly 100 of you guys are live right now. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to 100 immediately. We're going to try and have an entertaining live stream. Talk about Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon of Everton. Frank Lampard's Anthony Gordon, man. I mean... I did not see this coming. We will definitely talk about Anthony Gordon in detail. What's going on? Apparently, a bid has gone in and it's already been rejected. So, interesting times. I'm definitely going to provide you my thoughts and my opinions, my feelings towards Anthony Gordon. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm just bringing up some of his stats and whatnot before we get into it. Anthony Gordon was born in 2001. My days, I feel old now. I feel old. February 24, 2011. Incredible. But yeah, Marvo, good to see you. Robbie, good to see you. Shubra, good to see you. Sai Krishna, good to see you. My man Miz, Everton are so good with transfer these days. They bought Keane, Lewis, Potter, and are selling Gordon, who is not doing so well. I don't know who those players are. Keane, Lewis, Potter. Who are they? Transfer these days. They bought Keane, Lewis, Potter. I have no idea who those players are. Anthony Gordon's a very good player, man. Let's talk a little bit about Gordon now. This is what I want to give you guys my thoughts around this. Let me just bring up, first of all, the news. This is the latest in regards to Anthony Gordon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just enlarge that a little bit. There we go. So Fabrizio Romano actually was tweeted well before Fabrizio Romano. Sai Krishna actually put that out to me during the watch along. Chelsea are discussing internally of new proposal for Anthony Gordon as opening bid worth 40 million has been rejected by Everton today. So, which was yesterday, obviously. Incredible. I mean, bid went in and it was rejected. Chelsea could try to include players in the deal as Frank Lampard wanted more than one CFC player this summer. We know, it's been well documented that Frank Lampard wants some of Chelsea players. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Anthony Gordon. How do I feel about Anthony Gordon? Do you know what? I watched quite a lot of Everton last season. I did watch quite a lot of Everton purely because Frank Lampard is managing there. And, I was very interested about their relegation battle. Anthony Gordon, I've watched a lot of, and I remember, if you guys remember, Everton played us with majority of their kids, and Anthony Gordon is the one that equalized for them. I like this player. I really do. I have to be honest, like, I've watched enough matches, and I can tell you, Anthony Gordon is fast. Anthony Gordon has a lot of energy, technically sound as well. He can dribble. He'll take on his man. His passing isn't bad either. So from a wide space, I think he's a very, very decent talent. And the one thing about Anthony Gordon is he's inexperienced still. He's a kid. He's still a kid. He's still learning his traits. But that raw talent is amazing. Very, very good. Robust player. But obviously he has to fill in a little bit. Physically, he has to, fill in. He's got this sort of like a lanky sort of structure about him at the moment, but the ingredients are there. The key ingredients are there. Now, 40 million, for me, that's crazy. And on top of that, I understand the profile. I get the profile. I absolutely get the profile in terms of playing as a wide man. So I saw someone tweet out that we will probably buy him as a striker. No way he's a striker. We saw what he just during the weekend against Aston Villa. He played as a striker. It wasn't good. He's not a striker. He likes to play wide and he likes to take his man on. He's fast, as I said, technically very good. Can whip in across as well, and very energetic, full of energy. So I understand the profile that we're going for, because apparently he's going to be a wide player, possibly as a wing back, much like what Ruben Loftus-Cheek does. So from that perspective, I completely get the profile. But 40 million for a 21-year-old, does our team need another 21-year-old? Do we need another youngster? That's my thing. Like, that's the thing that I question. I feel like we need some experienced players to come into the team. We've got an abundance of young players in our squad. We need some, experienced brothers to come in and help the youngsters out. 21-year-old Anthony Gordon, 40 million rejected, which is quite insane. I don't think he's worth 40 million as yet. I mean, he's a very, very, superb talent, but 40 million. Of course, we are thinking about possibly giving them some players, which will obviously even up the transfer fee. So we'll talk a bit about that very soon. Valen, thank you so much for the super chat. I have no issues with Gordon. If TT wants, give him. Yep. Look, at the end of the day, if TT, I like the fact that we're going for Premier League players. I know there's talents elsewhere outside of the Premier League, no doubts about that. But I don't mind getting Premier League talents, players that know the league, players that know what it takes to succeed in the league as well. Valen, thank you so much again for the super chat. TT Talent ID for the system has been 100% so far. Yeah. The three players that he's got in so far have all done very, very good. So there's no doubt about that. Gordon better than Cho right now? You're probably right. Because I think Pulisic and Cho are going. I think so. Pulisic, Callum Hudson-Odoi doesn't even feature anymore. I know he was in the bench, but he doesn't even feature. So he's got to go. 2 matches played and he's not even made any appearance. Ziyech has got to go as well. He's another player that's not made any appearance. Pulisic at least is coming off the bench, which makes me think maybe he's got some chance. Valen, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. It also means that Dumfries is dead. Yeah, 100% he's dead. He's staying at Inter Milan. And we're not paying, 40 million euros to bring in a player that has to probably adapt. Whereas Gordon is going to be a player who should know the league, and hopefully there shouldn't be an adaptation. Now, in regards to the transfer fee, obviously 40 million rejected, which is quite huge. Potentially we could pay more, but I think it's going to be players. So look, Frank Lampard wants certain players from us. I think recently we were linked with they were linked with Batshuayi as well. So look, some of the players that Frank Lampard I know likes, Ross Barkley. You can take Ross Barkley, and Ross Barkley has been floating around the fact that he wants to go maybe to Everton, go back to Everton, the prodigal son. Happy for you to take Ross Barkley. Happy for you to take Michy Batshuayi. Buy them. You know, both of them, Ross Barkley, maybe 10 to 15 million. Batshuayi, same 10 to 15 million. So there's about, 20 to 30 million odd there. That should reduce the price for Gordon. And also, I'm happy to give Billy Gilmore on loan. Take Billy Gilmore as well. Take 2 players from us and take Billy Gilmore. And I think that would really help out Frank Lampard's cause. 3 players. But the thing is, Anthony Gordon is an important player for Everton. I'm quite astonished that they're willing to sell Anthony Gordon. But the thing with Everton is, ladies and gentlemen, I think financially they're in trouble. I read an article a couple of months ago that they've made some big time losses. Financial fair play is behind their back. They need to balance their books. That's why Richarlison, he hasn't really been replaced. They made quite a lot of money there, and now they see Anthony Gordon is the next sellable player. Not many players from that team that you can sell. Anthony Gordon definitely is one. I'm not surprised by the profile, as I said, that Thomas Tuchel's searching for, but of course the price. But yeah, Everton, I'm surprised that they're selling, but I also understand why they're selling, because financially, yeah, they're in a mess. So look, this could possibly happen. And if we can offload some of our players to Everton, maybe it's something that we can look into. So Krishna, thanks for sharing that, my man. We'll talk about the Michael Edwards situation soon, so don't worry about that. Tim B, thank you so much for the super chat. Tuchel showing what he can do with his own team. Yeah, man. Thomas Tuchel tactically was phenomenal against Antonio Conte. And as I said, if you guys have seen my preview, I just said I have a sneaky feeling we're going to slowly come back, week by week. It's a nice progression. And this performance blew my mind. I didn't expect it to be this good, but I thought it was going to be good. But we need to build on this. And move on to, I think our next match is against Leeds. We need to make sure that we don't drop off from this performance, that we continue on. But we'll talk about Anthony Gordon a little bit more. Digital Films Reviews, thank you so much for the super chat. Why RJ, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Gordon at right wing back? Does this mean no Fofana and RJ at RCB? By the way, I like Gordon as a player. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about now. So why Anthony Gordon? Now, I think this is what's happening. Like, this is what I'm thinking, right? I think Reece James is going to be used as an RCB, but that RCB is actually going to float into the RB role. So let me actually do this up so that you guys get some visualization. Let me just bring this up. This is what I noticed yesterday. So I've got a feeling this is probably what's going to happen. And they've got all these. They've got to update this website. All these prehistoric names in there. I know some of the players are still there, but it's pretty mad. Okay, so let me just enlarge that. All right. So, okay, so it looks something like this. So naturally, before the match starts, this is what our formation looks like. Yeah. So we've got RJ here. We've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek here. All right, I'm not going to cover every other player. I'm just going to focus on this now. So this is how the setup looked before the match started, right? But as the match started and with the ball, I'll tell you what happened at times. With the ball, this is what happened at times. And let's say that's Cucurella. And you started seeing something like this. You started seeing a 4-2-2 situation. Yeah. So you started seeing something like that. You started seeing with the ball 4-2-2-2 up front. It was Sterling, Havertz. They pretty much changed. They would interchange at times. So sometimes you'll see Havertz here, sometimes you'll see Sterling there, but they would interchange. So essentially, the three at the back turns into a 4-2-2-2. That's what I noticed, which then allowed Ruben Loftus-Cheek sometimes to be here, which then you'd see sometimes Reece James bomb in those areas. So that was the ideology behind it. And also at times, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was the widest, and you'll see Reece James tucking in as an inverted midfielder. So it had the possibility of many things. And then obviously off the ball, you can, in defense, you can quickly revert back into three at the back again. So that's the beauty about this particular formation, that you can just switch into that. So that's pretty much what I saw. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, just going back to this super chat again. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Ms. Ryan would have loved explaining this point. Yeah, he would, man, he would. But he actually didn't even watch them. I think he did watch the match, or he watched it a bit later. So bottom line, I picture Reece James to possibly play more RCB. Fofana, I think, is going to be the middle CB, swapping with Thiago Silva. I think Fofana will be swapping with Thiago Silva, and Koulibaly is still going to be on the left side, and you've still got Correa. Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is probably going to feature right wing back or right mid, whatever the case is. And at times you could possibly see Reece James playing there, and maybe Azpilicueta dropping in as an RCB, because we saw that yesterday. Azpi dropped in as an RCB. Reece James moved into right wing back, and then you had Ruben Loftus-Cheek coming into midfield, and that was because of the injury as well, and the substitutions that took place. So Anthony Gordon, going back to this scenario again, Anthony Gordon is probably going to play here. That makes sense, because for Everton, he's either on the left side, so he's either playing on these areas or he's playing on these areas. Bottom line, he's playing on the wider areas. So Anthony Gordon, it may sound strange to you guys, right wing back, but it's not. He's the widest player. Our right wing back is essentially a winger anyway. So that's how I picture the Anthony Gordon situation. Fofana will still happen. Fofana, I think, is going to be the middle CB. And also, we have to think long term. How many more years, Thiago Silva is going to play, Azpilicueta as well. So we need to build for the future. So that's the other thing. We've got another news here from Sai Christian. Thank you so much for sharing, my man. Nottingham Forest have resumed talks with Milan and Timo Bakayoko's entourage, and the player would be open to a move. Thank God. Please take Timo Bakayoko. I can't believe this guy's still a Chelsea player, man. That's mad. Play by play, thank you so much for the super chat. Amazing performance. Hopefully this result lights a fire in the squad. We were clearly the better team. Sad Taylor took 2 points. Imagine if Oba played up front instead of Kai, would have scored 5 times. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I mean, there were some gilt-edged chances missed, which we cannot afford to do that. Okay, moving back into the Anthony Gordon situation, ladies and gentlemen. So, tactically, as I said, that's how I picture him to play. He's got a contract till 2025. He's English-born as well, so there's that, I suppose. That homegrown quota. Feb 24, 2001. He's 21 years old. He's a baby, but he's a very, very good player. This season, he's actually one of Everton's very, very important players. Let's have a look at what he did last season on his debut season. 35 matches, 4 goals, 2 assists. I think one of them was Chelsea as well, one of the goals. Let's have a look. Pretty certain one of the goals. There you go. That goal, that equalizer against Chelsea. Against 2 goals against Brighton as well. Goal against Leeds, assist against Leeds, goal against Man United. This guy's a good player. He's a good player, man. And that was just his first season. 20 years old, 4 goals. How many goals has Callum Hudson-Odoi scored, by the way, in his however many years that he's played in the Premier League? I think it's 4. And Anthony Gordon's already got that in his first season, breakthrough season, 2 assists as well. Callum Hudson-Odoi is another one. I think he's another one that needs to leave. He has not featured. So, look, there's a lot of things potentially opened up for Everton to choose from Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea are in talks over a new contract for Armando Broja, as David Ornstein reported. Current contract expires in June 2026. Everton have remained interested in signing Broja and Conor Gallagher. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think Everton's interested in Broja, and there were some rumours of. Look, I would not sell any of them. Conor Gallagher actually looked very good yesterday. When he came off the bench, he looked very good. He just had a bit of. I felt like he thought about options a bit too much when he entered the final third or when he entered the box. Just every other bits and pieces before entering the box, he was fantastic. He did the right thing. Showed a lot of energy, won a lot of balls, duels as well, intercepted, and got into very, very dangerous positions inside the box. Just didn't trigger the shot. He kept on sort of laying it off. I wish he just went for it. I think it was just overthinking it. I would definitely not let go of Conor Gallagher. And knowing that all the injuries now we already have in midfield, Kovacic is injured. Kante, as Thomas Tuchel said, it does not look good. I said 4 weeks. It's probably more than 4 weeks. Kovacic, God knows when he's going to be back. Thomas Tuchel said in the press conference that it's probably time to focus a little bit on the medical room and not rush him back. So we're probably not going to see Kovacic for at least another week, couple of weeks max. Conor Gallagher needs to be in Chelsea Football Club. And the fact that we're trying to re-sign, give Broja a better contract, makes me think Thomas Tuchel truly, truly believes in Armando Broja. He truly believes in him. And even when he came off the bench yesterday, much like that Everton game, he showed a lot of, there was a lot of good energy about him. He was pressing well. He showed great intensity. Like, just give him a little bit more time so that we can start seeing his skill set. He played only a few minutes, I think 4 or 5 minutes right at the end. And, there was good energy about him. I would not let go of any of these players. So, look, the fact that we're trying to better the contract for Armando Broja makes me think that we're going to keep him. We're going to keep him, which is great. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about Michael Edwards very, very soon. Kante is out for 6 weeks. Is that legit? Like, is that news out at the moment? Connor looked good, y'all. Would be stupid to sell him now. We're not selling him. I don't think we should even think about selling Conor Gallagher. But TT doesn't like youth, as per some guys. Yeah, that's mad. He does like youth, man. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. His opinion on Conte's Insta story. Scared man. Oh, man, this guy. He got rattled. He got rattled by Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel, he did not step down. He grabbed his hand and held on. And then Conte got shook. And then Tuchel said, look at my eyes when you're shaking the hand, my man. And he got shook. And he thinks he's gonna trip him over. That Insta story, man. Honestly, get right in front of Thomas Tuchel. I dare you. Stand right in front of him and see if you're able to do that. I know you think yourself like an Italian Don, mafia kind of style of person, but Thomas Tuchel, do not mess with him. Do not mess with him. He will take you on, which is good. Let's have a look at this tweet from Sai Christian again. Josip Juranovic is wanted by Chelsea. We have had this confirmed by sources. Just how wanted remains to be seen, but I'm told that he has been involved in Barkley to Celtic discussions. Okay, more info on Barkley leaving here. I've got no idea who this guy is. Who is this guy? Who's Josip Juranovic? What position does he play? Is he a midfielder or something like that? Do we need more midfielders? At the moment, we're solely relying on Jorginho again, which is the mad part. We do need to give some cover to him. Conor Gallagher will definitely play part. Ruben Loftus-Cheek can definitely play a part. I wanted some creativity from midfield, and this is why I really wanted Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong would have been such a good, option as well when Jorginho can't play. And Frankie would have started anyway. But thank you so much for the super chat again. German efficiency trounces the Italian Don 100%. He's a right back, Miz. Right back. Do we need a right back? Is there a need for a right back? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay. The next news, ladies and gentlemen. Exclusive. Michael Edwards has turned down Chelsea sporting director opportunity. Edwards recently told Chelsea he's taking time out. This is from David Ornstein. And look, it is what it is, man. I would have loved it if we got... some people are saying Janovic is a right wing back. Okay, all right. But yeah, I've got no idea who. Like, is he good? Is he any good? Janovic? Who would you guys prefer, Janovic or Anthony Gordon? Let me know in the live chat. Yeah, Michael Edwards, look, I knew that he was probably not going to happen. He wants time off. It's not about not joining Chelsea Football Club or anything like that. It's just the fact that he wants time away from football. So that absolutely makes sense. But there's other director of footballs around, man. There's that Atleti guy. There's Paul Mitchell from Monaco. There's from Dortmund as well. As here we go. Yeah, this is the perfect one from Shubra. Zorc from Dortmund. I don't know whether any of these guys will go. Paul Mitchell, I think he's up for it. Paul Mitchell would be mad to go to Man United. If I'm being honest, Man United's in a mess. Yeah, the Atleti guy as well. What's his name? Andrea Berta, I think. Is that his name? From Atletico Madrid. So there's plenty around. Pulisic to Newcastle on loan via Athletic. Okay. Is that for real? Let's have a look. All right. Christian Pulisic is a potential loan target for Newcastle United. And you know what? There could be some truth behind this, because yesterday at the match, is that his name? Who had that picture? Absolute Chelsea, maybe? Because the Newcastle director was there. Can I find that picture? Hopefully I can find that picture. If any of you guys already got that picture, share if you have that picture anywhere. Check CFC Daily. Yeah. Okay, CFC Daily. I think he might have had that. Yeah, you're right. Because yeah, there we go. Good stuff, Marvo. Good stuff to the live chat. You guys are always the best, man. Both Newcastle directors were in the Chelsea box yesterday, so there could be some truth behind it. I'm all up for it, man. I'm all up for it. I'm absolutely all up for this news to happen. Yeah, Christian Pulisic's time at Chelsea Football Club is coming to an end. Christian Pulisic is a potential loan target for Newcastle United. Yep, I'm all up for it, man. Absolutely. He's not getting any game time at Chelsea Football Club. He comes off the bench, and his time at Chelsea is now over. We're looking to add more attackers. I think this is a foregone conclusion at the moment, if I'm being absolutely honest. So Krishna is sharing another one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Baghdad Eghbali and Newcastle United director Amanda Stevely at Stamford Bridge today. So that's good. That's good, man. Saint Maximin to Chelsea, Miz. I don't prefer. Yeah, he can take on his man. It's just sometimes his end product, I'm not completely, in line with that. So get me Aubameyang, get me even Wilfried Zaha, which is good. With Michael Edwards turning down the sporting director role, Michael Zorc would be an excellent alternative. Knows Tuchel well, plus key figures. He recruited Klopp manager, Roos, Gundogan, Sancho, Dembele, Bellingham, Haaland, Pulisic, Oba, Götze, Hummels, Guerrero, Kagawa, Weigl. There's a lot of players from here that has also not worked out. But there's plenty that has worked out. Obviously, Gundogan, Marco Reus is a very good player as well. Haaland, Pulisic obviously didn't work out. Aubameyang did. Götze didn't work out either. Hummels very good as well. Guerrero good. Shinji Kagawa 50-50. Sancho, I'd say he's in fraud watch at the moment. Sancho's in massive fraud watch, if I'm being absolutely honest. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to slowly wrap things up. Valen, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm certain Tuchel and Zorc had a bust up. Look, there's plenty of the good thing about this whole situation is that we are looking at director of football. We're looking to create a good structure from top to bottom. Hopefully we get new scouts as well, and sort of relieve Thomas Tuchel from doing all of these extracurricular activities that he doesn't need to do. Get a director of football that is in line with Thomas Tuchel, get good scouts that are also in communication with the director of football and Thomas Tuchel and the owner, and let's foster a good environment. We should look at Ralf Rangnick for DOF. Ralf Rangnick is apparently the full-time manager now in Austria, so I don't think that's happening anytime soon. It may very well happen. Miz, will you stream Liverpool game today? UK time 100% I will. So look out for that. That will be the next thing. I will definitely stream that. We'll do a watch along for that. Make sure you guys join for that particular stream. Liverpool, I'm keen. I'm keen to see what happens. I'm hoping Crystal Palace can do some magic. New Fabrizio, Ralf Rangnick was right when he said Man United needed a striker in January with Julian Alvarez available. Never forget he recommended Alvarez, Luis Diaz, and Dusan Vlahovic in January, but United rejected them all. I mean, this guy said Man United needs an open heart surgery. This guy said Man United needs to let go of 10 to 11 players, and also he kind of gave an indication that it needs to be right from top down as well. I think he was trying to sort of give an indication even the owners are not right for that football club, but they abolished him very, very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, before you go, over 300 and we only have 87 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get those likes up to 300 immediately. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Would love to see those likes jump up to at least 200 if we can. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification as well. I shall see you guys for the watch along for the Liverpool game, and we'll keep you guys. We'll be up to date with this Gordon situation. Let's see what happens. Let's see who Frank Lampard gets off us. He's keen for some Chelsea players, and let's keep an eye on this development. Until next time, everyone, take care and see ya.